Okay, how are you today? Um, I am going to type in do it yourself program 18-2, which is apparently supposed to be a lightning show. I've never tried this before. I don't know what it's going to do, but it plays on page flipping. So let's see what happens here. We have P clear 8 is line 1. 2 is P mode 4-1. The weird thing about this is it jumps to different P modes. So I don't know what kind of effect this is going to have, but I find this program a little weird just by looking at the code. But I really want to see what this does. I was looking up, the book vaguely discusses P copy in 2 or 3 paragraphs, if that, not even a few lines, maybe a paragraph. And it challenges you to try to use it to manipulate graphics. But right underneath that, I found this other program that seemed a little more interesting. That P copy challenge. Well, this I'm not really sure. There were two next. Let me just type this in. Because I have to alternate back and forth. I don't have a book in front of me. I have a digital copy of the book, and I can't have both on the screen at the same time. So I have to memorize what the code is here, and I can't type it in at the same time. I have to keep going back and forth between two screens so I can get some of the code. Now it's 255 to 191. And I guess this is P set. So what I have there is a full screen diagonal, I'm assuming. And we can check that. Let's just check it and see what happens. So yeah, here's a diagonal, like I thought. So that's in P mode 4. Now the next line, there's a timer. And it goes from 1 to 20. So 6 for t equals 1, 20, next t. They have y. I don't know why they use y and r and all sorts of different z. I'm not really sure why they didn't just stick to one variable. But we're going to go on to the next line. And it appears to be, we're going to go P mode 4-2. That's what it says. So after the timer, it goes P mode 4-2. Now they're dividing the screen up. So we have one big slash there. Now they want to divide the screen. And they're also changing the screen to monochrome. I don't know why. 0 denotes the monochrome version, and 1 is the black and white version. So they're changing to a split screen monochrome. And there's errors all over the place in this book, and I'm feeling that there's some sort of error here, to be honest with you, because 4.1 covers pages 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if they wanted to go to another page, it would be P mode 4.5, 6, 7, and 8 would be P mode 4.5. Then they have the same diagonal. So what kind of sense does that make? I don't know. But I'm going to type it the way it is in the book. 9, now they have the same line. 0, 0. I don't know who wrote this stuff up. I don't even think it was done in this country, to be honest with you. It was printed outside of the country. I think it was actually printed in Korea. I think that's what it says on the back of the book. Or somewhere, someplace in Asia. I don't know. I'd have to double check that. But we have 255, 191 after P mode 42, screen 10, line 00, 255, 191 P set. And then we go to another timer. So this isn't making a lot of sense. For T equals 1 to 20, next T. I don't know what this is going to do. Let's see. See, it's just screwed up. See, I don't know. They changed to monochrome. I don't know what this is supposed to do. This is what it does, though. You know, we have a corruption already here. I'm copying it the way it says, as far as I know here. 00, 255, 191. Let's just finish this and see what it actually does. So we have that timer in there. I guess there's only 11 lines or something. 20. I can't even count it because they do it in. They're incrementing it all over the place by tens, by fives, in some places by 10, some places by 5. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean, what that is, the use of that is, but we have another P mode change. 03 now they want us to go to. Ultra low res black and white. So we're going from high res to low res black. We're going from high res black and white, high res monochrome. Now we're going to low res, ultra low res 03 on a page 3. So we're going from 1 to 2 to 3. P modes are all over the place. This is actually the way it appears in the book. So I don't know what their intention actually is here, or was, because it's so messed up. I might be able to, if I can gauge what they're trying to get at here, I might be able to fix the code, because I've done that before. They've had huge errors, and I've made videos, and I don't recall exactly what program it was, but I think it was the Mexican Hat Dance and numerous other ones, just chock full of errors, and you have to try to straighten it out. And that's not the way it should be. If you're a new programmer, you're not going to know any of this, and your programs don't work. And I remember when I was a kid that a lot of the programs didn't work right, especially the ones out of magazines. They were all screwed up. I don't know about Rainbow Magazine. I'm sure those are pretty accurate. But third-party magazines, they didn't work at all. And some of the third-party books, like the Color Computer Playground, had programs in there that don't work. You would spend 2 hours typing it in, and then the damn thing wouldn't run. And you're a 10-year-old kid or a 9-year-old kid or whatever, 8, 9, 10 is when I had this computer, 11, and you sure aren't gonna know how to fix it. So my friend and I would just get so pissed off. We would take turns typing this in because the programs were so long. He would do a few lines, I would do a few lines, and then we would run the damn thing, and it wouldn't work. Um, you know, um, 80 or 90% of the time. You can't believe, that's frustrating for a kid, it's frustrating for anybody. So that's one of the reasons I gave up the color computers, because there were so many problems with these books and magazines and things. None of the programs worked right, and we were typing them in right. They just didn't work. So now we have some other baloney in here, and let's see what this does. That actually doesn't look too bad. I don't know how I went from one line to all these lines here. I don't know, maybe it was intentionally made like this, but I can tell you that when you're switching to 4:2, you do not use numbers this large, because when you do split the screens, we would be on page 2, and it only goes up to 47 vertically. So this 191 doesn't fit in there at all. And why would we be switching around like this to different P modes? I don't know. There's other ways to make a lightning simulation, but we're going to keep going here. There's only a few more lines. Now they want us to go back to P mode 1.4. We're going to go screen, what screen do they want us to use now? Screen 1.1. And we're going to PCLS it for some reason. I mean, this program makes no logical sense at all. So whoever wrote this didn't know what they were doing. But we're going to follow along here. We're going back to, actually now we're going to 1.4. P mode 1.4. We're jumping all the way 1, 2. This is really strange. We're going from 0.3 to 1.4 now. And we're going to do our line. They keep it the same way, 0, 0. Guys, I could make a kid could make a better version than this of a lightning storm. A smart kid could, at the time anyway. Alright, let's see. Now they have for R equals, they don't stick with one value. You don't have to change the values. So I'm noticing this very inexperienced programmer that wrote this. This is ridiculous. And now our last line here goes back to the line 2. So go to 2. Let's run this and see what the hell happens. This is our lightning storm here, guys. And you know what? I actually see why they did this now. When you're flipping pages, it's not as noticeable that I don't know. It doesn't really look like a lightning storm though, guys, does it? I mean, this is a little I mean, it does and it doesn't. I mean, but that's what we get. I mean, it works. Doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe I shouldn't knock it too much, because there's some kind of a logic going on here. I just don't understand what it is. But this is what we get. This is our lightning storm. In the Getting Started with Extended Color Basic book. And again, this was do-it-yourself program 18-2. So they challenge you to, if I go back to the text, if I can find it, I think it was on page 150 in the book, so I gotta find that on my digital version, back to what the actual challenge was, and I'll read it off to you. It was around 150, I hope. Yeah, it's not. I have a bad memory right now. I gotta find that where it actually was. Sights and sounds. Uh, where could it be in here? Oh, chapter 18. Where could it be? It's under P copy. Just below P copy on page, it's actually on page 106, right before learned in chapter 18. It says, this is the challenge. It says, use line and start page to simulate a lightning storm. Whatever that means. Start page, I don't know. Put crazy lines at random positions on different pages, then switch back and forth between pages. I mean, that I can understand, but the P mode changes don't make any sense. And the way they partitioned it, I mean, I guess that was somebody else's vision. Can't really say it was wrong, but so this book was actually, it's on the very back of it. Printed. It is printed in Korea, so it was published in Korea, and I'm not really sure of the year. It doesn't give a year. I'm sure it does somewhere in the contents, but I'm looking at the back of the book. Printed in Korea, and it says Radio Shack TC. I guess that's Tandy Corporation, a division of Tandy Corporation, and we have Fort Worth, Texas. We have a place in Canada that I really can't pronounce. Barrie, Ontario. Canada is a little different the way they do their. I don't know if they have states in Canada or provinces. I mean, I've heard of Ontario. No, I can't talk. Ontario. But I don't know what the Barrie means. Maybe somebody knows. So we have it existing in USA and Canada. But they also had Australia. They had franchises. I'm sure it originated in the United States, um, in Canada, but they have had franchises in the United Kingdom. Um, I can't even say this. Wednesbury, United Kingdom, um, Belgium, and Australia. So they had franchises or something. And like I said, the year. See if I can find the copyright date on this book. This is actually the book that I had as a kid. It just came with the computer, nothing else. I had a tape deck in those um, really bad controllers that didn't non-centering, um, floating switch with a. I think those they were very easy to break. I remember one of them broke. I had a few cartridges and the tape recorder, and that was it. And this book and a couple other books, but it's copyright 1984. So we're in 2023. That was 39 years ago that this book was copyrighted. 39 years ago. So that's about the time I had this. Was somewhere around 1984, 1985, somewhere in there. So that puts me at 7 years old. That's about right. I mean, maybe a little older, maybe 8, 9, 10, 11 in that range. I had it really young. I remember I was only a kid. Um, but let me get off of this right now. I was gonna say something else. I don't know what it was, but oh yeah, I remember that anytime they used to have this kid prodigy thing where any kid that could use a computer was a prodigy and a genius and all this stuff. And I don't know how true that is. I mean, remember, I remember seeing these things all over the place where kids were computer geniuses, and they're 10 and younger. You have to be a genius to be able to use one of these things. But anyways, so that is what we get here. We get this, and there should be some sound in there somewhere. That would make it sound like a lightning storm. I don't really have time for that here. But sound 255.1. What would lightning sound like? I don't know. I could try to put some sound in there. Right before the timers. Let's edit 6. Sound 255, 1 before every timer, and maybe that'll put some sound in there. So we have one timer. There's quite a few timers. Edit 10. Insert sound 255.1. We have another one on 14. Let's see if there's any more. And there's one more on 19. Sound, edit 19. Sound, insert sound. Alright, and I'm going to turn the XROR up a little bit. Actually, that's not even the right button. Turn the XROR up a little bit so you guys can hear it, because right now it's really low. I can barely even hear it. I'll turn it up to 50%. I don't even need 50%. That's loud for this emulator. Let's run this. Here we go. Everything's better with sound. Now it's starting to feel like a lightning storm, right, guys? You can hear the lightning strikes. We just need some thunder in there. I don't know how you would simulate thunder. You need a much lower sound. Let's try sound. Yeah, I don't think that'll work too good. Let's just leave it this way. That's the best I can do. It's really weird, right? I don't know how they got 3 lines on there, on that one, when it only lists 1 line on that screen right here, 03. So how we ended up with 3 lines, I don't know. Alright, so I'm done playing around for today. I haven't been doing any programming lately because I'm really worn out. I don't know which way to what to do next. I have Tales of Suburbia to try to finish up. Then I have Coco Ultimate that's going nowhere right now. I haven't touched it in months. I don't know. I'm starting to run out of ideas. I basically I wanted to try to maximize the color computer too and bend it and shape it in ways you've never seen before, and I think I accomplished some of that. I'm sure I'll come up with more stuff. Right now I'm just drawing a blank, so I had to do this diversion. And I'll leave you with this, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to post comments. because I really like reading what you guys have to say and interacting with you guys. Alright, so take care. Thanks for watching.